So this will be the overview of, or the mid-month, well, first week update of my October budget. I didn't upload my budget with me for this month just because the audio was trash. So you'll be not really in the dark because, as I've said, I'm not working right now, so there's not a large amount of consistent income coming in. I have been doing odd things, not odd things, but strange, things here and there, just like doing hair, receiving random things in the mail for money and things of that nature. So I have a little bit of income coming in, but nothing major or consistent. But I'm still looking for jobs, so I'm hoping that I can find something very soon, or I hear back very soon. So I have this number right here, which is the lower end of the jobs I'm applying for. So that's what I would be hopefully expecting soon. But I'm not necessarily sure if that's going to be the case. Hopefully it'll be higher though. I'm hoping for higher because 2 of the jobs I'm waiting to hear back is a little bit higher than this right now. So we'll see. But this is just my overview of my budget. I have my expenses, most of my bills, income here. I always put a rollover just because my bills always come out like an odd number and it leaves me with like a 9 at the end, and it drives me nuts. And so this is here where I would track my sinking funds, and then this is long-term savings, and then this is my debt. These are some goals for 2025, wish list items, things I want to get, financial goals, and then little notes I have. I'll have the link to this spreadsheet down below. I got it on Etsy a few years ago, and it's just been great with helping me manage my finances, and I love it. It makes it to where it's not overwhelming. And for a while I used to have like very bad financial anxiety and things would get like overwhelming, but here I can see everything here all at once. So these are empty just because I've decided that with my first paycheck I'm going to go ahead and load up that emergency fund. So hopefully that will be happening. I mean, we're about the beginning of October, so we'll see what happens. So what I do every Friday is I go down here to my transactions and I load up what income I've expected. So last week I got a random check in the mail for $11.44. I was supposed to use that for my moving binder, but I didn't. Not all the way. I paid off what did I do? Oh, paid some tithes, paid some offering, and then I paid something else that was like $1. So out of this like $11.44, I do have about $9 left, and I probably will put that in my moving binder, but we'll see how I feel. So yesterday I did hair, and so I received $60 from that, and that went into my checking account. And then, like I said, my cousin's been paying me from like random, just little odd end jobs that they want me to do. So I'll put that in. It's not. Let's put it in bonus. So I have about $20 from that. Okay, and then I had a expense come out from one of my hobbies. It's not from Shopify, but it is. I'll put it under miscellaneous for right now. Actually, let's put it under miscellaneous. because it's more of like, it's a hobby technically, but it's also like a side hustle in a way. And that was, I think, 23. It was 22 something. So, go ahead and log that in. And then today I said I went to Michael's. I went to Michael's and Target for trying to just make change. My bank doesn't have a branch where I live, and there's actually not a lot of branches of any banks where I live, so it's really hard for me to like get funds or like pull out specific denominations for things. So I went to Target originally hoping to get cash back and make change, and wasn't able to do that there. So I ended up at Michael's, and so I was able to do that there, and I filmed my Tiny Tuesday video, which will be up this week. So, and then Target. I could put this under groceries because I did buy a snack at Target. Like I said, trying to get change. I was just like, let me get like the cheapest thing I can get here. And yeah. So that is that. So we have $64 left to spend. I believe my HSA should come out. And then my gym is also going to come out this upcoming week. That comes out on the 15th. So that'll be that. And that's just the update for the week. So I'll be back next week to see, what my funds are looking like. I do actually, let me see. I opened up another savings account. I'll just put today's date. And so I did have to do the initial deposit. And so I just added, and this is going to be like my emergency fund and just long term. It's emergency fund right now, but eventually I'm hoping it can just be long term general savings. And so I think I put about $3 in there total. They had me do like 2 smaller deposits, and then of that $11 I put that into that account, about I think $1 or $2 into that account. So that's really all we have right now. This matches, I think this is off like $3, but like I said, there's some pending things coming out of here, so if anything, I'll zero it out during the week. I kind of, depending on like my money flow and how I'm feeling, I'll sometimes touch this every day, or sometimes I'll just be able to touch it during the week. So we'll see what happens. Like last week I touched it a lot just because it was like doing calculations on like expected income or like hopeful income and things like that. So hopefully next week these numbers will change and I'll go through a reset of the whole sheet with you guys as I finalize where I want things to actually go once I figure out how much money I'll actually be making. But like I said, my first paycheck, definitely gonna load up my emergency fund and just go ahead and bite the bullet on that $1,000. And I may even put a little bit more in just because my job security the last like couple years, like 1 or 2 years, hasn't been great. So I think me having a heavy emergency fund is great for me. And then we'll get into like the fund savings and then the debt payments. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time.